and if he was James's second great grandfather. And I don't know if you know that, but no. I bet Sue did. Anyway, Elisha Pepper was born in 1777, and there's all kinds of history sources that list him as one of the very earliest settlers in Warren County. So anyway, James is the middle child of Hiram and Myrtle Bell Roach Fennell. And James was born in August of 1924. And y'all quick with your math about that. And he was born in the Centertown area of Warren County.
Grace Family Pharmacy announces new medication packaging service. It provides a simpler, safer medication experience through convenient, personalized packaging using the latest in pharmacy robotics. We're located at 357 West Main Street. Our phone number is 931-473-6418.
McMinnville, you're a great place to be. McMinnville, Tennessee.
The My Usage app is a way to conveniently pay online, anytime, day or night. You can also come by any Caney Fork Electric office and sign up for the prepay option available using the My Usage app. Know exactly how much electricity is used each day and the cost. Best of all, no monthly bill. You can set up email or text alerts, keep track of your usage, and pay your bill, all with the My Usage app from Caney Fork. Caney Fork Electric, keeping you informed.
Communitytvtn is brought to you by Security Federal Savings Bank, proudly serving the community we call home.
Dr. Pepper. Good for life, good for the community.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
We just have a really, really special event today, and I want to tell you that we are going to award a certificate to the oldest applicant that we have had to apply and that has been approved for being a descendant of one of Warren County's pioneer ancestors. And he's sitting right over here on the front row. And when I tell you his age, you will think I made it up. But he is 98 years old, and he currently lives in Coffee County, but he drove himself up here today. So we got good genes going on here. But I want to, just for people that might be here that might not know, the Pioneer Ancestor Program recognizes descendants of people who lived in Warren County when Warren County was established. And you know, Warren County became a county in 1807 and up until 1820. So if you descend from someone who lived here during that time, you could possibly be approved as a pioneer ancestor also. And good sources of who those ancestors might be, or who those early settlers might be, are people that signed the petition to form Warren County. The Warren County census records for 1810 and 1820, and of course they only have the heads of households. The 1812 tax list, I'm not going to try to name all of them because they're innumerable. I mean, there can be deeds, there can be wills, there can be land grants, or whatever other documents might establish that your ancestor was here. And on our website this month, I have a newsletter posted. And on that newsletter, and you can view it, and I made a list if somebody wants to see it that might not get on, look at websites or whatever. We have more than 60 people who have been established already as pioneer ancestors. And the wonderful thing about that is, of course, there's thousands of others because of all those people on all those lists I named. But if your ancestor is on this list, there's a file in our office, which is just right back in there, and you come in from a door the other way, but right in the same area, we have a file in there where people have sent information. And so you could use that file as a source of information to help you research your family. And our office is open on Mondays and Fridays from 9 to 3, and there are usually volunteers there who will help you research or offer suggestions or whatever. And of course, older members of the family are a great source. So I want Mr. James Edward Fennell to join me up here. And James, he descends from Elisha Pepper II. And he was James's second great-grandfather. And I don't know if you know that, but no. I bet Sue did. Anyway, Elisha Pepper was born in 1777, and there's all kinds of history sources that list him as one of the very earliest settlers in Warren County. So anyway, James is the middle child of Hiram and Myrtle Bell Roach Fennell. And James was born in August of 1924. And y'all quick with your math about that. And he was born in the Centertown area of Warren County. And we took him, Earl and I spent time with him a few weeks ago and interviewed him about his life memories. And we'll put an article in our newsletter a little bit later about those. I'm not going to try to go into that today. But James could point out lots of things and where he was born, and all his siblings were born in the same house, is the way he remembers it, in Centertown. So they were all, and James is going to be the 9th member of his family to get a certificate. And you think, well, okay, so how did he come to do that? And I'm going to tell you about it. But first I want to tell you, just if there's anybody here that might remember some of these things, James began his first year of school at the Crossroads School. And any of you who might have been from the Centertown area might remember that school is no longer standing. But he shared with us that it was on the road between Centertown and Jacksboro. It's a one-room school, and it was a one-teacher school. And he remembers the teacher and all that. His father ran a store in Centertown for a brief period of time. And then the family moved to Coffee County in the 1930s. And James went to Crossroads, and then he went to Centertown to school. And he actually graduated from high school in Manchester, Coffee County school system. So, like I said, James is the 9th member of his family to receive a certificate as being a direct ancestor of Elisha Pepper. And he is getting certificate number 132 today. And I want to tell you how this story kind of began. Wendell Talley, who is right over there, and he is James's nephew. And he got the first certificate in this group. And his wife, who is sitting beside him, is the researcher. And her name is Sue. So if you need any research done, I bet that woman can find it. I don't know if she's for hire, but she's good. Anyway, so they wanted to share the family's heritage. And so with help from Sue and people providing what information they had to connect, just several of Wendell's cousins, who are James's nieces and nephews, have become pioneer descendants of a pioneer ancestor. And several of those people are here today. And there's one other little tidbit that's kind of a side note about James that I really feel is important to share today. When James's information was sent in, there was some documentation in there, and James served in World War II, and he was a POW in Germany. So, James, we thank you for that service, and we also want to recognize and honor that today. And anyway, the family members that are here, and we have some new applications today, so this group is growing for who is. But if you are James's family and you've already gotten a certificate, that's Donna and Cindy, if y'all could stand up. And, okay, and I'm sorry, I'm Ronald Rigsby, and you are? Jermaine. And, oh, stand up. Sure. Right here, yeah. Well, we got yours today. So if you submitted an application today, stand up too. So you're, okay, great. So you can see that this is spreading through this family. And so we want to honor James with this certificate. James, there's one certificate that is signed by our Pioneer Family Committee, and the other one is signed by the County Executive of Warren County and the County Mayor of Warren County. So congratulations on the honor of being the oldest. Thank you. Okay, and anyway, so, I'm giving that to you. I'm not going to keep it, am I? Okay.
Okay.
So I want to say a special thank you to the Fennell/Talley family for coming today and for doing all this paperwork and submitting all these documents, and to Sue especially, who is the researcher, and if she worries you to death about information, that's okay.